everybody. We will do a floor lamp today with Blender, so I will guide you how you can do that. It will be a compact tutorial, so I will not go in detail for every details of the lamp. It's just to give you some basic. So first we start with the cube, so you can erase the cube, and after you can go to the units and change that the length to centimeters. We have the reference image. So what we do, we just go to the front view, and after we can drag and drop the picture. After we move the picture with G to the center of the world, we change also the unit, the scenes. It's a 2 centimeter, what I said before. And after, as you can see, we have two lamps, the straight lens and the curved lens. So to do that, we will add a Bezier spline, and you adjust that. So I press Shift A and I add a curve Bezier. I press G to move that. I press M, and after I indicate 90 degrees for X and 90 degrees for Y. Okay, you can see it's perfect there. After I can move here and I select the empty image. I rename that to ref lamp, and after we can just adjust in the data the opacity, and we put 0.6. Very good. After we select the line, we press tab to edit. I select all the points with A. I right click, and after I select spline type to poly to be straight. After I take the point on the top, I press G, Z to move that. I do exactly the same for below, G, Z, and we go below like here. I press tab. Okay, we do exactly the same for the second spline line here. Shift A, curve, Bezier. After I press G to move that in the correct position. I change the rotation to 90 degrees. If you don't see the panel, you just press N. G, move. Okay. I press tab. I move this point to the end here. I press the tangent. I press G just to move in the correct position. I do exactly the same here. G to move in the correct position. Like this. And you have a nice curve here. After we need some relief to that, so what I will do, I go to the front view. I add a circle, Shift A, curve, circle. I will reduce the size to 8 in X and Y. After we go to the first, here to the front view, I select the Bezier curve. I go to the data. We are in the Bezier curve, shape. I reduce the resolution preview to 4. The geometry, I go here, I put object, and I select the circle to make a shape to that. Perfect. We repeat the same operation for the Bezier curve here. We are in the good panel. I take object, I select the Bezier circle, and now we have the two objects here. Okay. Now we go for the top. So I select this, I press tab, I select here, Shift S, cursor to selected, tab, and we add a cone on the top. So Shift A, mesh, and cone. After we need to modify, you click here, we reduce the vertices, and we put a radius to 10, for example, and we do some rotation, 180 degrees. If you don't know, you can do some calculation also. For example, 90 plus 90, it will calculate that. It's also for every field that you want to calculate. After I put the wireframe, I take the cone, I press G, Z, I put in the correct direction, and now we scale in all axes. So I put G, S, and I scale in every axis. G, I move, G, S. Okay, we can have like this, maybe a little bit less big, in this way. I move here with the Z. Okay, so now we can scale. So I press Tab and I take all the vertices on the top, be in X-ray mode, S, and I scale like this. Perfect. We don't constrain because we want every the shape will be the same in all dimension. Okay, when you have that, we go to the edit mode, we remove the face on the top, delete faces, and after I press Tab, I go to the modifier and I add a little bit thickness with generate solidify. I put 2 for the thickness, no more, 4 for example. Nice. And after we go to the front view, we press Ctrl R to do some cut. But before to do that, we need to apply the solidifier. So it seems good. I go to 1. Okay. Now I go to the edit mode and I press Ctrl R to do some cut. We do one cut here and we do one cut on the top. Why? Because we apply a mesh move after and it must be straight, and I do a last one below. Escape. So Ctrl R, perfect, and now below, almost here. Okay, very good. After I take some faces, so I go to faces here and we add a little bit shape on that. So I go here, we have cut inside, so we need also to cut outside. So I take Ctrl R here. In the front view it will be better. So I do Ctrl Z, 1, okay, Ctrl R. I will do around here, okay, and I will do below, okay, and we can do also on the top. Sorry, yes, okay, I do Ctrl R, yes, and you go with control, you can adjust. You see on the top it's 0.9. It's perfect. I press enter, escape, tab to escape to the edit mode. Okay, seems good. Now what we do, I will take the faces below, so I take with the X-ray and I take all the faces here. Perfect. I change the view, and what we do in the top, okay, and what we do some shape here. So I will just put here extrude region, extrude along normal. I will just click a little bit like this. Okay, and we put 4, for example, like this. Okay, we have also inside, so it's a good. But if you don't want that inside, you can apply the Solidify later, not directly. So you can you remove the top, you do the shape, and after you put the extrusion, and after you will put the Solidify. Okay, but here it's really nice. It's really what we want. We want also inside. After, when it's finished, mesh move, so I will add the subdivision surface on 2. Okay, and we can put shade auto smooth on that. Okay, so if you want more sharpen, we need to add some cut look. So Ctrl R, I will add one maybe on below like this, and I will add one on the top like this. Okay, it's exactly what we want. After, we can do also the bulb inside. To do that, I go to another view here, so the right view. Okay, we create the bulb, so I create curve, circle. I will put here 19. Okay, we press scale. I press tab. I take the vertices and we scale a little bit. Okay, after we can reduce all the shape, and just after we make a revolution. So we go here, the snap is always corrected, and I go to the edit mode, but before I do a convert, right click, convert to mesh. I select all the points, I'm in spin, I do the revolution. Okay, this is good, and you do 30-60 degrees. Okay, and we can press tab after I select all the vertices, mesh. We need to do some cleanup, so clean up here. So you do in this case merge by distance. Okay, now I select here, I select shade auto smooth, and this is perfect. And now what we can do, we need to add some materials. So I just rename that to lamp light. We need to reposition all, so I need to position correctly, like here, and also in the front view. Okay, seems correct. And after, we will put some materials on that. So materials, new. We will call that night. I change to emission. I will put 5 because it will be strong. I change the color. I click here. Do something, a light yellow, something like this. Okay. And after it's good. So now if I check the materials here, it will be yellow. It's perfect. Also, what we need to do, we need to make some copy. So I will take this one. Yes, and the lamp. We move. So we press Shift D to make a copy, Enter, G to move, and after I do some rotation, R, and Control to give some increment, like this. G, I move also like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, after I will add some elements here. So what we need a cylinder, so I will add that. To add a cylinder, we go here, we just press Shift A and we go to Mesh and we add the cylinder. We will put that in 90 degrees in Y and we reduce, of course, the radius. Something like this, and maybe something like that. I press G to move. The goal is to do this part here. So now we can scale. So I will reduce that. Not scale, but maybe the dimension. So I will reduce the half and the half. So we can do something more. And here, okay. Okay, it can be a little bit less, so can put 8 for everything. Maybe the Z, we can put 10. No, we can put 10. For the Z here. Okay. Okay, perfect. And now we can add the bit screw here. So Shift A. We can duplicate the cylinder also, but yeah, we will do a new cylinder here. And we put 8 here. And after, we can move that in the correct position, just here. And we can reduce also, like this. And like that. So we can reduce more. And here also more. We need also to change the rotation, so I put 90 degrees and we must reduce the thickness, so we need to reduce also the Z, so I will put the Z less. Okay, so we can put 2 of 1, no, and we can put less here. We will put 4 exactly. So now we have this small part. I will move that Okay, and for the last one, for the last cylinder, we can just duplicate the last cylinder. So Shift T, G, X. Okay, we will reduce just the 8. So I will reduce that like this, maybe more. Okay, seems really good. And like this. We don't do some Boolean operation. It's just here for the practice here. As you can see, we have some trouble here, so we need also to put the X and Y the same, or it will be really strange. And also here we need also to fix the same value for the X and Y to be the same. Okay. Okay, it's perfect. So now we need to move that to the correct position. So I show everything. I take that. I take 3, 1, and we must move that to the correct position. So G, X. So G, Y, sorry, not X. And seems okay, yeah. Very good. So now we need some materials. We have already the materials for the bulb, but now we need other materials. We need also the base, so I will do that quickly, the base. So the cylinder need more vertices, so I need to go maybe to 12. Where are you? Okay. Yes, this is better. We will buy a mesh move, so it's okay. 40, okay. More, 50. Like this. Okay, perfect. 50, okay. So I take that, I move. After we need some shape, so I go here. We need to take the top, so I take the top here. I do an inset. And I move to the top. G, Z, like this. I scale a little bit. Okay, I will give you some tips. So here you take an edge. With Alt you select the other edge. And after you do the bevel. You move a little bit like this. And we need to add more bevel, so we need 4. To make the things more rounded like this. And after I take this one, I move, just the base, okay, like this, okay. And we need to add auto smooth, and I will add also a subdivision surface on 2. Okay, it's too round, so I need also to do some cut. So we pass to the edit mode. I do some cut with Ctrl R on the top here. Okay, I do here one more or less here. Okay, and one go below also, like this. Okay, and now it's better. So yeah, we need to add some materials, so I will add a black plastic for this one. I will add black plastic. It will be just something really easy. So we take something really dark for the RGB, so 0.03, 0.03 and 0.03, and we put metallic to 0, and we put the roughness to 0.45. Okay. After we take the metal here, so metal, so we can add metal with an L, it will be better. And after we put 0.6 for red, green, blue. And after we put the metal to 1 metallic, and we put less rough, so 0.2 it's good. For the red is good. And I apply the same material also, so we need to move that in the correct place, of course. So G, Y here, okay. And we do the same for the elements that we have here and here. So I take all the selection here, okay, and we can apply the metal. So normally it's metal, okay, and also for the screw. So the small cylinder, it's metal also, okay. So I think everything is good. Okay. You see we have the screw here, but it's two inside, so we need also to take only the I will just remove that because it's complicated, okay. And we can just see here how we can put that better here, okay, because it must be outside, okay, and this one is metal, okay. And finally we have the plastic on the top, so I will put here white plastic, and we will put something 0, it's okay, 0.3, it's good, okay. I will apply the same, so you click here and you select white plastic, okay. We can check. I will just add a floor, so you select that, Shift S, cursor to select it, and after we add the plane, so mesh plane, and it will be more, so I will put 5 times more, okay. Now you see we have a light here, but we will remove the shadow because this is not the main light. And after I take this lamp and we will add another lamp, so Shift S, cursor to select it, and Shift A, after we add the light area, we change that to disk and we correct the orientation. So normally it will be not here, it will be not here, so we need to put in the correct direction, of course. So here, okay, so it will be here, we need to see if it's okay. This view is perfect. So now we can scale the size also to be perfect match with that, like this. And we move like this. Yeah, so it's approximately good. And after, you can check the scene like this. Okay. Maybe you can put more power. We will check that with the scene. And after, you go to the render and you activate ray tracing. After, yeah, I know it's a lot of information, you can switch to the preview. As you can see, we have all the stuff. We need also to apply the metal to the screw at the end, because you see it was not applied here. So metal, and the last also the metal here. Okay, so it will be more nice. Also, we have the lamp, we have applied the bulbs, this is perfect, and now we have that for the area, so this is okay. So now we need also to a little bit increase the power. So maybe I will try 100 just to show. And we can apply a material to that to see a little bit better what happens with a little bit reflections also on that. So yeah. And now we will see the compositing. So you have the emission of light, as you can see, 5. So now we will add some reality to that. So I go to the compositing, I create new to create a new node. I add filter, glare, and we will add some effect, and particularly glare effect. So now it's connected, and if I go back to the modeling, I can watch, I see nothing, so I go here, but I see nothing also. So what I need to do is to check some options. It will be compositor always, and you have the effects. After, you need also to control a little bit, of course, but now you can see better what happens with the material. And now if you go to the lamp, so you go to the physical lamp here, as you can see, yeah, you could go to the material and you can reduce, for example, and you will see it will reduce also in the scene. So you see 5, it's more, but we can reduce and we can put 3, for example. I will do the same exactly here. So we can go just by here. Don't forget, you have the light also. So here we put the light really straight, but we can reduce a little bit. And also, sorry, we can take the light here, we can reduce the power also, but it's okay. Or we can increase the power like this, okay. And you see, if you put the size a little bit less like this, it will be more fitting with the lamp. So that's it for the tutorial. I hope you will have enjoyed. You will see the modeling, also how to place the bulb, the compositing, and also to do these effects. See you for next tutorial. Bye.